The city's screaming in a violet glow, reflecting on the puddles of the oil below. I'm walking the alley where the circuits are bare, feeling the static in the chemical air.
The sounds are all buzzing like a swarm of the bees, bringing the mechanical gods to their knees.
There's a brown kind of poison on the edge of the steel, a reminder of all of the things that we feel. Artificial light, natural decay, watching the digital world fade away. Caught in the neon rust tonight, a synthetic ghost in the flickering light. The metal is weeping, the cable's afraid, and the beautiful mess that the humans have made. Shine like a diamond, bleed like a rose, the way that the electric energy goes.
I'm a signal in the wire, I'm a ghost in the cold,
Looking for a shoulder and a place to unload.
the iron is oxidized, the chrome is all gone,
Leaving us here in the radioactive dawn. The billboards are peeling like a sunburned skin, revealing the hollow that is hiding within.
with sparks in the system,
We're cogs in the gear,
trying to outrun the
mechanical fear. Artificial light, natural decay, watching the digital world fade away. Caught in the neon rust tonight, a synthetic ghost in the flickering light. The metal is weeping, the cable's afraid, and the beautiful mess that the humans have made. Shine like a diamond, bleed like a rose, the way that the electric energy goes. Short the machine to see all the things that have never been seen. The rust is the truth, the rust is the soul, the only thing left that we cannot control. Neon, rust, dust, light. Caught in the neon rust tonight, a synthetic ghost in the flickering light. The metal is weeping, the cable's afraid, and the beautiful mess that the humans have made. Shine like a diamond, bleed like a rose, the way that the electric energy goes. Neon rust,
stay bright.
neon shallow and the rocks are all sharp, playing a tune on a skeletal harp. I'm planting the memories of the people we lost, ignoring the winter and the coming of frost.
The field is a gallery of the ribs and the jars, governed by ancient and pitiless laws. I'll dig a new furrow in the hardened debris
to find a small corner for you and for me. White as the ivory, hard as the hate, standing outside of the cemetery gate, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone.
The skulls are like lanterns with no candles inside, witnessing the ego and the death of the pride. I'll hang my transgressions on the branches of pine and wait for the judgment of the cosmic design. The worms are the weavers of a subterranean lace, covering the lines of a beautiful face. We're part of the cycle, we're part of the ground, where the meaning of the silence is finally found. White as the ivory, hard as the hate, standing outside of the cemetery gate, walking the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone. Waiting for the light of the eternal dawn. Bone orchard, deep, deep, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone. Bone orchard, the bone orchard, orchard.
The air is a fluid, a thick purple sea, pulling the breath from the center of me.
I'm sinking through layers of a soft indigo,
into the places where the heavy things go.
the earth is a magnet, the sky is a weight,
measuring the pull of a motionless fate.
I'm tethered to you by a cord made of lead,
wrapped in the blankets of a mahogany bed. Down through the silk, deep in the plush, into the heart of the midnight hush, falling so slow in the velvet gravity. losing the fight with a beautiful depravity. No need for the wings, no need for the flight when the anchor is holding us perfectly tight. A heavy surrender, a soft-spoken plea in the velvet gravity of you and of me.
The clock on the mantle has forgotten to tick.
The silence is honey,
Golden and thick, I'll drown in your shadow, I'll sleep in your wake.
the only sweet ending that I'm willing to take.
The world is a blur and the stars are a hum.
Waiting for the morning that will never quite come.
We're caught in the suction, we're lost in the pull.
Our spirits are empty, our bodies are full. Down the silk, deep in the plush, into the heart of the midnight hush. Falling so slow in the velvet gravity, losing the fight with a beautiful depravity. No need for the wings, no need for the flight when the anchor is holding us perfectly tight. A heavy surrender, a soft-spoken plea in the velvet gravity of you and of me. Promise that we're allowed to keep. Velvet gravity pulling down, falling so slow in the velvet gravity, losing the fight with a beautiful depravity. No need for the wings, no need for the flight when the anchor is holding us perfectly tight. A heavy surrender, a soft-spoken plea in the velvet gravity of you and of me. Velvet gravity,
Sink with me.
sink with me. The pews are all covered in a fine gray silt beneath the high rafters that the ancestors built. I'm reading the scripture from a moth-eaten page, the wisdom of sorrow and the comfort of age.
The preacher is silent, the choir has gone home, leaving the spirits in the chapel to roam. I got a suitcase of sins and a bucket of tears, trying to outrun the ghost of my fears. Dry as the desert, old as the light, looking for mercy in the middle of the night, singing the words of a dusty gospel tonight, chasing the shadow, looking for the light. It's not in the temple, it's not in the stone, it's in the vibration of the skin and the bone. A worn out salvation, a raggedy grace, found in the lines of a beautiful face. The hymnal is missing the notes of the joy, the simple belief of a girl and a boy. Now we're just
across a desolate strand. But the rhythm is ancient and the melody's deep, awaken the faith that was falling asleep. Dry as the desert, old as the light, looking for mercy in the middle of the night. Singing the words of a dusty gospel tonight, chasing the shadow, looking for the light. It's not in the temple, it's not in the stone, it's in the vibration of the skin and the bone. A worn out salvation, a raggedy grace, found in the lines of a beautiful face.
Do you believe
In the dirt, in the rain,
Do you believe
in the healing of pain?
the Spirit is moving in the clouds of the dust? The only religion that's worthy of trust.
Dusty gospel, hear the sound, singing the words of a dusty gospel tonight, chasing the shadow, looking for the light. It's not in the temple, it's not in the stone, it's in the vibration of the skin and the bone. A worn out salvation, a raggedy grace, found in the lines of a beautiful face. Oh, dusty gospel, in the dust. In the dust. The peak is a diamond of a sharp frozen white, waiting for the tremor in the middle of the night. I'm standing in the valley where the air is so thin, watching the descent of the original sin.
The weight of the winter is a million tons of ghosts, siding with the gravity that I fear the most. A single soft whisper, a single sharp breath to trigger the beauty of a magnificent death. Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder in the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known. The trees are all matchsticks, the rocks are all grain, under the momentum of the frozen white rain. I'll wrap my arms around the center of the cold to find the salvation that the prophets foretold.
The sky is a vacuum, the ground is a daze, lost in the center of the crystalline haze. We're sinking through layers of the ancient deep frost, counting the seconds that the living have lost. Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder in the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever peaceful ending that I've ever known. Silent avalanche,
Avalanche,
silent avalanche, silent avalanche, silent avalanche.
the water is dark like a cup of old tea, flowing away from the shore and the sea. I'm wading through currents of a liquid regret, trying to remember what I'm supposed to forget. The bank is a tangle of the willow and weed, the fruit of a rotten and a poisonous seed. I've been drinking the gall, I've been tasting the brine of a history that's jagged and a love that's malign. Acrid and cold, a sting in relief, washing the mud from the center of grief. Down at the edge of the bitter creek, finding the answers that we're too afraid to seek. It swallows the pride and it drowns out the name, a slow-moving river of a beautiful shame. Let the silt settle, let the poison run deep in the bed where the secrets and the monsters sleep. The pebbles are sharp like 1,000 small knives, cutting the threads of our wandering lives. I'll find a smooth stone in the belly of the flow, a heavy reminder of the things that we know. The frogs are a choir of a deep, guttural sound, guarding the silence of the hollowed out ground. We're sinking in shadows, we're lost in the reeds, offering our failures like a basket of weeds. Acrid and cold, a sting in relief, washing the mud from the center of grief. Down at the edge of the bitter creek, finding the answers that we're too afraid to seek. It swallows the pride and it drowns out the name, a slow-moving river of a beautiful shame. Let the silt settle, let the poison run deep in the bed where the secrets and the monsters sleep. Flow on. Down at the edge of the bitter creek, finding the answers that we're too afraid to seek. It swallows the pride and it drowns out the name, a slow-moving river of a beautiful shame. Let the silt settle, let the poison run deep in the bed where the secrets and the monsters sleep. Bitter creek, bitter creek, bitter creek, bitter creek, bitter creek, bitter creek. Bitter creek.
altar is empty, the banquet is bare. There's a holy vibration in the shivering air. I'm starving for something that isn't of earth, measuring the value and the weight of my worth.
The stomach is screaming, the spirit is parched. Under the arches where the ancestors marched, I've been eating the silence, I've been drinking the dust, trying to find a religion that is worthy of trust. A ravenous mercy, a desperate plea, finding the feast in the center of me. This is our sacred hunger, our hallowed desire, feeding the soul on the sparks of the fire. It's the ache of the angel, the thirst of the beast, waiting for the crumbs of a heavenly feast. Don't fill the void, don't quiet the pain, until we are washed in the spiritual rain. I'll offer my ribs as a cage for the light, to keep the ferocity through the middle of the night. I don't want the bread,
I don't want the wine, just the electric taste of your spirit and mine. The famine is beautiful, the longing is grand, walking the miles of a desolate land. Every hollow is a temple, every craving is a song. This is the place where the lonely belong. A ravenous mercy, a desperate plea, finding the feast in the center of me. This is our sacred hunger, our hallowed desire, feeding the soul on the sparks of the fire. It's the ache of the angel, the thirst of the beast, waiting for the crumbs of a heavenly feast. Don't fill the void, don't quiet the pain, until we are washed in the spiritual rain. That is built to endure. Sacred hunger, feed me. This is our sacred hunger, our hallowed desire, feeding the soul on the sparks of the fire. It's the ache of the angel, the thirst of the beast, waiting for the crumbs of a heavenly feast. Don't fill the void, don't quiet the pain, until we are washed in the spiritual rain. Sacred hunger, I'm still empty. Sacred hunger, sacred hunger. The courtroom is empty, the jury has fled, leaving the echoes of the things that were bled.
I'm holding the gavel with a trembling hand,
a stranger in a dark and a lawless land.
The evidence is piled like a mountain of ash.
The ghost ghost of the lightning and the thunderous crash.
I'm standing in the dark with the color of gray,
waiting for the words that you're too afraid to say. Hazy as a dream, thick as the fog, lost in the pages of a forgotten log. Wait for the smoky verdict tonight, where the gray of the shadow meets the edge of the light. No guilty or innocent, no right or no wrong, just the weary conclusion of a lifelong song. The ink is a cloud, the paper is haze, judging the map of our wandering days.
The witness is silent, the record is torn,
A testament to all of the things we have sworn.
I'll offer a bribe of 1,000 regrets
To cancel the weight of our emotional debts. The lamp on the desk is a flickering sun,
watching the threads of the story
unspun. We're sentenced to wander, we're sentenced to stay
in the middle of the mist where the
colors turn gray. Hazy as a dream, thick as the fog, lost in the pages of a forgotten log. Wait for the smoky verdict tonight, where the gray of the shadow meets the edge of the light. No guilty or innocent, no right or no wrong, just the weary conclusion of a lifelong song. The ink is a cloud, the paper is haze, judging the the pale borrowed light. I feel the vibration deep under the skin, where the tides of the spirit and the body begin.
There's a white counter lit in the core of my frame, a cold burning center without any name. I'm hollowed by gravity, filled by the glow of a satellite rhythm that the mortals don't know. Calcium and silver, silver and soul, the only reflection that can make a man hold. It's in the lunar marrow, it's in the design. The jagged trajectory is pulling on mine. A skeleton, a starlight, a framework of frost, counting the treasures that the daylight has lost. Deep in the center, white as a screen, living the life inside of a dream. I'll build you a ladder of a shriveled up pine, to reach for the crater where the deities dine. The dust of the cosmos is under my nails as the strength of the earthly machinery fails.
The marrow is humming, the marrow is bright, breaking the density of the obsidian night. We are architects of the craters and plains, with the pull of the orbit running thick in our veins. Calcium and silver, silver and soul, the only reflection that can make a man whole. It's in the lunar marrow, it's in the design. Your jagged trajectory is pulling on mine. A skeleton, a starlight, a framework of frost, counting the treasures that the daylight has lost. Deep in the center, white as a screen, living the life inside of a dream.
Story of silver that will never grow old.
Lunar marrow, white cold. It's in the lunar marrow, it's in the design. Your jagged trajectory is pulling on mine. A skeleton, a starlight, a framework of frost, counting the treasures that the daylight has lost. Deep in the center, white as a screen, living the life inside of a dream. Lunar marrow, the white line. Apples are swollen with the forbidden juice, tied to the branch by a tightening noose. I'm stepping on shadows that crawl through the grass, watching the seasons and the centuries pass.
The roots are like fingers that clutch at the stone, guarding the secrets that the forest has grown. I'll taste the temptation, I'll swallow the lie, under the gaze of a predatory sky. A poisonous harvest
a dangerous sweet, where the dark and the beautiful finally meet. Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a burden, the nectar is gone, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Stray from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap.
I carve your initials in the bark of the pine, a permanent mark of a love so malign. The
Crows are the jurors, the owls are the judge, holding ancient and shivering grudge. The wind is a whisper of a long ago sin, lifting the latch so the cold can come in. We're lost in the thicket, we're caught in the maze, blinded by the thick and the sulphurous haze. A poisonous harvest, a dangerous sweet, where the dark and the beautiful finally meet. Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a burden, the nectar is gone, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Stray from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap. The afternoon is a penny that's been worn to the bone, the most expensive silence I have ever known. I'm tracing the wires that run through the wall, waiting for the energy to finally fall.
There's a metallic pulse in the palm of my hand, a rhythmic vibration across the dry land. I'm a conductor of the heat and the light,
chasing the sparks through the middle of the night. Electric and orange, polished and thin, the way that the fires of the spirit begin. It's in the the copper veins, it's in the design. Your jagged frequency is calling to mind. A network of longing, a grid of desire, setting the blood and the circuit on fire. Shine like a coin, hum like a wire, in the copper kingdom of the funeral pyre.
The poles are all leaning like the giants in sleep, guarding the messages we're too afraid to keep. I'll climb to the rafters, I'll touch the live lead, to wake up the ghost of the things that we said.
The air is a magnet, the sky is a glow of a subterranean current that starts to grow. We are wired for the tension, we are wired for the spark, leaving a trail of the light in the dark. Electric and orange, polished and thin, the way that the fires of the spirit begin. It's in the copper veins, it's in the design. Your jagged frequency is calling to mind. A network of longing, a grid of desire, set in the blood and the circuit on fire. Shine like a coin, hum like a wire, in the copper kingdom of the funeral pyre. Connect the heart, until the broken machine is finally whole. The energy is rising, the energy is bright, the only salvation in the middle of the night. Copper veins, pulsing light. It's in the copper veins, it's in the design. Your jagged frequency is calling to mind. A network of longing, a grid of desire, setting the blood and the circuit on fire. Shine like a coin, hum like a wire, in the copper kingdom of the funeral pyre. Copper veins, hear the light in the veins. The evening sky is a tender shade of vague, like a fragile promise that was destined to break. I'm leaning my forehead on the cool window pane, tracing the path of a violet-colored rain.
The twilight hit me with a heavy velvet hand, across the vast reaches of this lonely land.
I'm wearing the mark of the sunset on my skin,
the color of the trouble
that I've gotten us in.
A darker kind of bloom,
a deep and quiet stain,
finding the beauty beauty in the center of the pain. Wearing like an indigo bruise tonight. The memory of a love that didn't go right. It's the shade of the thunder, the tint of the storm, keeping the hollow of the spirit so warm. Deep as the ocean, soft as a sigh, painting the gravity across the night sky. The clouds are swollen like a weeping, tired eye, reflecting the weight of a heavy goodbye. I'll carry the pigment in the marrow of the bone, a colorful secret that is mine alone. The shadows are blooming like a flower of ink, pushing the sanity right to the brink. We're stained by the context, we're marked by the touch of a phantom, of a feeling that cost us too much. A darker kind of bloom, a deep and quiet stain, finding the beauty in the center of the pain. Wearing like an indigo bruise tonight. The memory of a love that didn't go right. It's the shade of the thunder, the tint of the storm, keeping the hollow of the spirit so warm. Deep as the ocean, soft as a sigh, painting the gravity across the night sky. Don't heal the wound, don't let it fade. It's the only true record of the choice that we made. Let the blue deepen, let the color grow into the depths that the daylight won't know. Indigo bruise, nothing to lose. Wearing like an indigo bruise tonight. The memory of a love that didn't go right. It's the shade of the thunder, the tint of the storm, keeping the hollow of the spirit so warm. Deep as the ocean, deep as the ocean, soft as a sigh, soft as a sigh, painting the gravity across the night sky. Indigo bruise, indigo bruise, indigo bruise. The crown is a circle of a sharpened regret, a heavy reminder of the sun that has set. I'm sitting on splinters in a ballroom of glass, watching the ghosts of my dignity pass. The kingdom is briars and the subjects are crows, guarding the secret that the wilderness knows. I'll kneel at your feet on the cold granite floor, while the wolves of the winter howl outside the door. Blood on the velvet, rust on the blade. This is the price of the choices we made. Rule from the height of your thoughted throne, the heavy Aster is hemlock and the robe is of nettle, testing the strength of your internal metal. I'll build you a fortress of 1,000 mistakes to shelter the heart that so quietly aches.
The ivy is climbing the walls of the hall, waiting for the empire to finally fall. No gold in the treasury, no wine in the jar, just the light of a dying and distant star. Blood on the velvet, rust on the blade. This is the price of the choices we made. Rule from the height of your thorny throne, the heaviest burden that a human has known. Stuck in the brambles, locked in the wire, burning the palace to fuel the desire. Long live the lonely, long live the pain in the jagged garden of a bitter rain.
Break all the seals until the true skin of the spirit reveals. It's better to bleed than to never feel it all in the magnificent ruins of the judgment hall.
Thorny throne, sit alone. Rule from the height of your thorny throne, the heaviest burden that a human has known. Stuck in the brambles, locked in the wire, burning the palace to fuel the desire. Long live the lonely, long live the pain in the jagged garden of a bitter rain. Thorny throne, a thorny throne. The soil is shallow and the rocks are all sharp, playing a tune on a skeletal harp. I'm planting the memories of the people we lost, ignoring the winter and the coming of frost.
The field is a gallery of the ribs and the jaws, governed by ancient and pitiless laws.
I'll dig a new furrow in the hardened debris
To find a small corner for you and for me.
white as the ivory, hard as the hate, standing outside of the cemetery gate, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone.
The skulls are like lanterns with no candles inside, witnessing the ego and the death of the pride. I'll hang my transgressions on the branches of pine and wait for the judgment of the cosmic design.
The worms are the weavers of a subterranean lace, covering the lines of a beautiful face. We're part of the cycle, we're part of the ground, where the meaning of the silence is finally found. White as the ivory, hard is the hate,
standing outside of the cemetery gate, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone. The fossilized beat of a stubborn heart. Nothing is wasted, nothing is gone, just waiting for the light of the eternal dawn. Bone orchard, dig deep, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone. Bone orchard, bone orchard, the bone orchard, bone orchard. Carved from the silence of a mountain of white, a statue of longing in the middle of the night. My skin is a surface, polished and cold, hiding the stories that were never quite told. I'm the sculptor who lost his way in the dark, searching for a pulse or a heavenly spark. I'll trace the patterns that run through your chest, looking for a place for a wanderer to rest. Frozen in time, captured in stone, the most beautiful prison I've ever known. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks and the heavy iron chains. A heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learned how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real. The chisel is broken, the hammer is gone, leaving us here in the gray of the dawn. I feel the vibration of the world through your hand, across the expanse of this desolate land. The moss is a carpet on our pedestals of grief, bringing a temporary and fragile relief. We're shedding the minerals, we're shedding the weight, defying the laws of a motionless fate. Frozen in time, captured in stone, the most beautiful prison I've ever known. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks and the heavy iron chains.
statues that learned how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real.
Let the light in,
Let the light in,
where the story of the life can finally begin. No more the sculpture,
no more the mask. Is this the redemption we were too afraid to ask?
marble veins pulsing.
Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks and the heavy iron chains. Oh, a heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learned how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real. Marble veins, we're breathing marble veins. Marble veins. The afternoon is a penny that's been worn to the bone, the most expensive silence I have ever known. I'm tracing the wires that run through the wall, waiting for the energy to finally fall.
There's a metallic pulse in the palm of my hand, a rhythmic vibration across the dry land.
I'm a conductor of the heat and the light, chasing the sparks through the middle of the night. Electric and orange, polished and thin, the way that the fires of the spirit begin.
It's in the copper veins,
It's in the design, your jagged frequency is calling to mind. A network of longing, a grid of desire, set in the blood and the circuit on fire. Shine like a coin, hum like a wire, in the copper kingdom of the funeral pyre.
the poles are all leaning like the giants in sleep.
Guarding the messages we're too afraid to keep.
Climb to the rafters, I'll touch the live lead.
To wake up the ghost of the things that we said.
The air is a magnet, the sky is a glow
Of a subterranean current that starts to grow.
We are wired for the tension, we are wired for the spark.
Leaving a trail of the light in the dark. Electric and orange, polished and thin, the way that the fires of the spirit began. It's in the copper veins, it's in the design, your jagged frequency is calling to mind. A network of longing, a grid of desire, set in the blood and the circuit on fire. Shine like a coin, hum like a wire, in the copper kingdom of the funeral pyre. the copper veins, it's in the design. Your jagged frequency is calling to mind. A network of longing, a grid of desire, set in the blood and the circuit on fire. Shine like a coin, hum like a wire, in the copper kingdom of the funeral pyre. Copper veins in the veins. The water is dark like a cup of old tea, flowing away from the shore and the sea. I'm wading through currents of a liquid regret, trying to remember what I'm supposed to forget.
The bank is a tangle of the willow and weed, the fruit of a rotten and a poisonous seed.
I've been drinking the gold, I've been tasting the brine of a history that's jagged and a love that's malign. Acrid and cold, a stinging relief, washing the mud from the center of grief. Down at the edge of the bitter creek, finding the answers that we're too afraid to seek. It swallows the pride and it drowns out the name, a slow-moving river of a beautiful shame. Let the silt settle, let the poison run deep, in the bed where the secrets and the monsters sleep.
The pebbles are sharp like 1,000 small knives, cutting the threads of our wandering lives.
I'll find a smooth stone in the belly of the flow, a heavy reminder of the things that we know.
The frogs are a choir of a deep
guttural sound, guarding the silence of the hollowed out ground. We're sinking in shadows, we're lost in the reeds, offering our failures like a basket of weeds. Acrid and cold, a stinging relief, washing the mud from the center of grief. Down at the edge of the bitter creek, finding the answers that we're too afraid to seek. It swallows the pride and it drowns out the name, a slow-moving river of a beautiful shame. Let the silt settle, let the poison run deep, in the bed where the secrets and the monsters sleep. bed where the secrets and the monsters sleep. Bitter Creek, Bitter Creek, Bitter Creek, Bitter Creek.